So IPL's league season comes to an end. We know the four teams: Royal Challengers Bengaluru, Gujarat Titans, Sunrisers Hyderabad, and Rajasthan Royals. And today, when KKR were fielding out there, they knew the results within the 3.5 overs. They knew that Rajasthan Royals had sealed a victory and sealed a playoff berth in the IPL 2026 playoff race. Devash, is the KKR season, the first half was not good, second half was good, but the ending again, that RCB game in Raipur, which hurt KKR a lot, and this game against Delhi Capitals here at the Eden Gardens also ended in a heavy defeat, 40 runs defeat. What are your takeaways from this Kolkata Knight Riders campaign? Yes, Sunil Narayan is there. Yes, Finn Allen is there. But what are your positives and the negatives from this team?
Yeah, in fact, KKR was in the chase, means 123 for 3, and you expected the KKR middle order to fire, and that has been the case when they won 6 out of 7 matches. But that was not to be in the last game, and in fact, the wickets kept falling, and the way they started the season against Mumbai Indians, it was kind of a similar fate, and but they will take a hard out. Means obviously the comeback they have made, means after not achieving a single win from 6 matches, the first 6 matches, and then to make a turnaround, 6 wins from 7 matches. I think there has been a lot of positives. Obviously, yes, they were dogged with injuries at the start of the season, injuries to key bowlers, but overall, I think Ajinkya Rahane, in fact, he did mention in the press conferences that they always had that self belief. They always had that belief that yes, we can go the distance. Yes, they ended up on seventh spot, but they will take a
Positive.
lot of positives, given the way ended the season. Shubhan.
Absolutely, and especially the youngsters, how they perform, be it a Saurabh Dubey, Kartik Tyagi. There are a lot of positives from that department. Finn Allen, we have to remember, he's also a youngster. He's not that old. So there are a lot of positives in regards to the performances. But again, a lot of introspection is needed. A lot of work is needed to make this side a champion side once again. And Ajinkya Rahane was asked about this question, whether there has been any talks about future, what are the areas that could be improved, and Ajinkya Rahane clearly said that now we'll go home, relax a bit, and then think about the coming season. But one question which was asked to him about his captaincy: were there any thoughts of leaving the captaincy mid-season when team was not winning a match at all? He did say that no, I am a fighter and I will never I'll never get bogged down by such adversities. What is your take on that? I mean, Rahane as a captain is a fine character, but as a batter, he has some work to do in at least in shorter
And he
formats.
won't get better.
Yeah.
He won't get better in T20 format. And let's admit, yes, he scored a half century today also, but I think in modern day T20 cricket, I think the way he bats, I think that's not the template. Means when you look at other players, look at a Vaibhav Suryavanshi, look at a Yashasvi Jaiswal, look at a Prabh Sibram Singh, look at a Priyank Saria,
Yes.
look at other batters, the top order batters. Means obviously in this template you need to get going right from the word go, and that has not been and yes, Ajinkya Rahane has done well, reasonably well, but after the power play his strike rate dipped. So I think whether he himself will admit, I don't know, because I was not part of
Mm-hmm.
that press conference, but definitely that has been a concern for
Have you
Kolkata Knight
seen the
Riders.
last of Ajinkya Rahane for KKR?
Maybe he shouldn't have been the captain at the start. Means
Mm.
obviously, in fact, when in the auction, he was not picked at the
First two
first
rounds he went
first
also.
2 rounds. But KK had no other options as well to fall back
Mm.
upon as a captain. So I think the franchisee will sit down together and take a call, because you need someone. I'm not saying, I would see, we are not a critic of Ajinkya Rahane.
Mm.
Means he's a damn good batsman and damn good captain. I mean, he has won a series in Australia, a test series. But when it comes to T20 format, because there are challenges in this format, and especially the franchise cricket.
Mm.
So every time you go out in the middle, there will be scanners. Means, and I think Ajinkya Rahane. I won't say that he has done a splendid job,
Mm.
but he has done a decent job given the way KKR started the season and to end a season at number 7 position. I will say that there you should give a lot of credit to Ajinkya Rahane.
Absolutely, but if you have to ask me, I think we have seen the last of Ajinkya Rahane, at least the KKR captain, and I would be surprised if Rahane continues as KKR captain next season when it resumes, or perhaps in the after the mini auction as well, which will happen somewhere around December. But Devashish, what are your biggest positives? Sunil Narayan has to be number one.
Yeah, absolutely. Sunil Narine means he has been monumental. But apart from Sunil Narine, Saurabh Dubey, I think at times
Brilliant
we
spell
thought
today, let
at
us say.
times I thought that the team management was a bit stubborn
Hmm.
with their decision making. They could have easily brought in us Saurabh Dubey when Vaibhav Arora was not getting into rhythm. He
Hmm.
went for a lot of runs. Yes, he did get 11, 12 wickets, but
Hmm.
he was nowhere close
Last
to
year
the
he
form.
picked up
17 wickets. He
17,
was the
हाँ,
second. He
17
was the
17
joint
wickets.
highest
Yeah.
wicket taker for Knight Riders, but that was not to be. I think they were a bit stubborn. So many players they
Hmm.
have picked in the auction: Prasant Solanki, Daksh Kamra.
We did not get to see.
Tejashi Daya only got a chance because Ankush
Ankush.
Raghavanshi had to miss out. So I think the franchisee, that the team management, yes, Abhishek Nair, you have to give it to Abhishek Nair. First season as a coach of Knight Riders, but obviously there were others too. Means when you look at the KKR
Shane
dugout,
Watson, Tim
Shane
Southey,
Watson,
David Winbrow,
yeah, absolutely.
Andre
So
Russell.
I think overall, then there were a lot of questions that needs to be asked. Yes, KKR did win from the mid season 6 out of 7 matches, but the damage was done
Yeah,
initially.
yeah.
Means when you lose six, so when you are winless from first 6 matches, it gets really difficult. Yes, KKR has done it in the past. They gone on to win 7 matches and made it to the final and gone on to win the IPL. But
Yes.
that every season you cannot expect such things to happen.
Absolutely, and there were a lot of injuries too in between the tournament as well. We saw, okay, Harshit Rana was unfit before the tournament started, but you saw how Varun Chakravarti struggled with his injury. He literally played with a fractured toe. He had two broken fingers in between the tournament. So, and that was somewhere hampering his form as well. And if you look at the bowling unit, you will find a Matisha Patirana who was bought for 18 crores but bowled only 7 deliveries or 8 deliveries in his entire KKR journey, and he was released for Lavneet Sisodia before the last game. So if you look at that team balance, they took a bit of time to finalize that middle order as well. Ramandeep did not click at all. They had to drop him. They had to bring in a Rovman Powell in between. So there were a lot of injuries, lot of adversities. Something as Devashish also said. The team management might have been a bit stubborn in not giving chances to youngsters, as we have seen with other teams who are right now in top four. Look at Rajasthan Royals, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. You would have never heard of Brijesh Sharma before this IPL, but look at how he has been backed by Riyan Parag and the entire RR team management. Yashasvi Jaiswal himself is a youngster. If you look at SRH, you'll find plenty of newcomers. Praful Hinge, Saqib Hussain being the front leaders of that pace attack now after Pat Cummings. Shivang Kumar was there. Harsh Dubey was there, who has been called up in the Test and ODI side for the Afghanistan series. If you look at RCB, the way they have backed their bowlers, Jacob Duffy when Hazelwood was not there. If you look at Punjab, if you look at other teams as well, they have all backed youngsters, and I think I completely agree with Debashida when he says KKR management was a bit stubborn in not giving those chances to the youngsters. But yeah, I think this is the end of KKR's campaign. League campaign ends for IPL 2026. Now qualifier one will be played between two table toppers, RCB Gujarat Titans. Qualified eliminator will be played between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals, and qualifier two will happen between whoever the winner of that match and whoever the loser of the first qualifier. So action packed last week of IPL 2026 is coming up. So stay tuned to Revsportz. Like the video, share it with your friends, and let us know which team are you backing to go on to lift the IPL 2026 trophy. Let us know your comments in the comment section and keep following us. Thank you so much.